relaxing with your girl by your side, like life is good, right? Well, not particularly. Welcome to Jouska, the making and meaning behind the project by KTheChosen. KTheChosen seems to be dealing with this situation where fame might not exactly be all that he thought it would be, and also that maybe all this fame is kind of in his head. And I think that's what I love about these two verses. The first verse, it ends with him being like, we're partying, we're up at the beach, but like, we're living life. This party's inside the basement. You're like, wait, what? In the basement? It's like, yeah, we're in the basement. And you realize that this is all an imagined scenario. It's just him chilling at home, partying on his own. So, maybe the success and the wealth that existed in Amazon was also maybe metaphorical and not real, or that maybe things weren't as big as he thought it was. And like, this comes back to the idea of Jouska. This is all hypothetical. This is all him thinking about these things. They might not be real, or they might not be all that he thought they would be. And it's the same thing in the second verse where, he's talking about running away from fans. Like, I'm tired. People steal my chain. They was claiming my name. I'm just tired of all these parties. I've got exes calling me up, want to hit me up because now I'm famous. And at the end of it, he gets a call from the label. And he's like, the project just flopped. And I was like, wait, what? I thought I was killing it. What do you mean the project flopped? And I think it's a real reality check for him to be like, okay, what's going on? I thought I had it all. And that's why I love Koast, because at a first listen, it's a very chill summer vibe. It's just chill. Like, you're just relaxing. That saxophone is amazing. The beat, like, it's just a very boom bap kind of relaxed. You just bop your head to it. But when you listen to the lyrics, it's actually a funny story about this guy who thinks he has it all, but then actually doesn't in the end of it. And it's a very important song because it sets up the next song. But we'll get to that in a bit. So the background behind Koast, I heard the beat. I was like, this is really cool. It had me thinking about summertime driving and things like that. And this was like in winter. So it was really cool to write a summer song in winter. I also have a really good friend of mine. Her name is Jeziah. She did amazing work during this campaign. She did the choreography for Amazon and for Wide Awake, which actually didn't make this project, but if you haven't seen it, you should definitely check out the Wide Awake video. It was done during the quarantine, so we just kind of taught people the dance over Zoom, and then everybody recorded it at home, and then we put it into a music video, and that kind of did really well. So if you haven't seen it before, I'll link it right here, and then you can watch it and then check it out. Like, it's a really good video if you haven't seen it. So she did those two videos, and then she sang on Koast, and she also sang on 15 Minutes, which we'll get into after this. And I don't know, she's just a really talented and easy to work with person. And that's one of the reasons why she's so involved in this project. And I've learned a lot about just putting things together through working with her. So, big thank you to Jeziah. I'm really excited to see what she does. She's an amazing singer. So, just keep watching the scene for her, because I'm sure she's got her own music coming soon. And then so Koast was really fun, just summertime vibes. Let's get into lyrics and see what I was saying in some of these rhymes. I think one that kind of stands out, which a lot of people recognize, which I'm really grateful for, was the last part of the first verse, where I go, "We're in the basement." The basement? Oh yeah, homie, we made it. You made it? Oh yeah, homie, we major. So that's obviously a callback to Kanye West's song "We Major" from Late Registration. I am a big Kanye West fan, and that's actually one of my favorite projects by him, at least lyrically. So it was really cool to be able to write a lyric that kind of gave him, it was kind of like an homage, I guess, in a way, or just like, hey, Kanye West is one of my influences. So it was really cool to talk about that and kind of involve it in the project, and in a way that wasn't too forced, but it was also a way that kind of breaks the party vibe, because we're chilling, we're having fun, we think like this is a party, we're having fun, and then suddenly we're in the basement. It's like, wait, what? I thought we were partying. Like, how do we go from being on the beach to being in the basement? So it's also like a really shattering moment in the song, and I think that kind of helps build the next song, because we've now had our reality shattered, and now we need to have a reflection on where we're at and whether fame is really all that it claims to be.